The night was heavy with whispers at Utah Valley University. Students spoke of threats, of a grudge that lingered in the air, unseen but deeply felt. Charlie Kirk had come armed with nothing more than a microphone, his weapon words, his shield ideas. Yet in the shadows, something darker waited. Not reason, not debate, but obsession sharpened into silence. And silence sharpened into a bullet. When he walked onto the stage, the applause rang loud, but underneath it all, there was stillness and unnatural quiet that felt like watching eyes. He began to speak, his voice echoing across the auditorium, but somewhere in the crowd, hatred was waiting. Not the kind that argues. The kind that stalks. The kind that kills. Then, the sound. One gunshot, louder than every word he had ever spoken. The microphone fell, rolling across the floor, still alive with fragments of his last sentence. We must. We must. The words looped, broken, like a record spinning in static. The screams rose, but over them lingered something colder than fear, an echo that would not die. They say the auditorium is haunted now. Not by Charlie Kirk's ghost, but by the weight of a question. If words can kill, are we still free? If a man can be silenced with a bullet, does freedom of speech live on, or does it die with him? The real horror is not the shot that ended his life. The real horror is us. Because we no longer tolerate voices we hate. We no longer argue, we no longer debate, we destroy. And every time we destroy, we bury more than a person. We bury democracy. We bury freedom. What rises is something darker, echoes that haunt us, whispers that never die. Listen closely, and you might still hear it in the silence, the sound of a microphone humming, the static of words unfinished. His last speech never ended. It lives on, haunting us, reminding us that freedom of speech is not dead because of Charlie Kirk. It is dead because of us. And the chilling question remains, whispered in the dark, who will be next? Right pointing finger emoji. Support this work through PayPal, maginjambish2@gmail.com.